Hello, welcome to my video. For those that do not know me, my name is Marcella, and I am a single mother, a special needs single mom to a lovely daughter that's 18 years old. So, uh, if you like this video at the end, you're more than welcome to hit that subscribe button and push that like so you don't miss another notification. And not only that, share with your friends, your family, whoever, co-workers, anything, anybody. So the reason I'm making this video today, or should I say tonight, whatever day you might be looking at it, is tonight for me. So it's a Thursday night. So the reason I'm making this video because I don't know if you all have been watching the news that lives here in the United States. And also I can speak for the UK, British, Colombia, those places too. Um, they're pretty much going through the same situation that we are here in the United States. So, with that being said, if you've been watching the news, there have been a lot of things going on concerning inflations. They're talking about, like I said, inflation. They're talking about federals grants, loans. They're talking about Social Security. They're talking about the education concerning schools. So that's what basically what I'm on here to discuss. And I want to say that the average people that you run across live paycheck to paycheck. And sometimes it's not enough to live on. And oftentimes, what people have to do, even families, they have to go out of their way and either get a gig or get a second job to make extra money to bring into the household. So um, sometimes when you're living paycheck to paycheck, sometimes it's not enough to survive on. And which which that mean is that you could be living above your means, or it can just be the situation that inflation is keeps constantly going up, but our paycheck is not. So I decided to bring something to your attention, and this is something that I started about about 6 years ago, and no, actually, I started 5 years ago, and this is around the time of COVID. And what happened was that I was working. I was working for a company, and when I was working for a temp agency, I was working 5 days, 3 days a week, sometimes 4 days a week, and I was making about $8.25 an hour at that time, which was back in 2020. But I started working for the company in October of 2019. So for those that knows that when you work for a temp agency, you get paid every week. So I was getting paid weekly. But when COVID hit, I decided to apply for my unemployment. So when I applied for my unemployment here in the state of Indiana, you get your unemployment weekly. And so when I was getting it weekly, I was getting about $600 a week. And when I was getting that, I had decided to save it because I decided to do what my former landlord told me to do. He told me when I first came aboard, um, that was Rocky, Rocky right here. So when I first came aboard, he told me that he tells all his his tenants to take their money and save it. So I wanted a better life for me and Nicole, and I just did not want to keep sticking with living at one place to the next as a renter, because I knew that I wanted more. And so I took his advice, and I also took someone else's advice. And he's an associate of mine. He's a police officer. He's associate. So I took his advice, and so I ran with it. So what I did was I saved the money each week when I was getting my unemployment, because I think I started getting my unemployment. I applied for it in April of 2020. So I started getting it, I think, in June or July of 2020. And so I was getting 600 a week. So I decided to take all of it and save it. So with that being said, um, I don't know how many of you all have heard of the um, the snowball method. And I was one night in bed watching cable, and I decided to, just um, look and see what was on TV. And I ran across a video of people talking about the snowball method. So I decided to tune into it to find out more details and see what is it about. And I was glad that I did so. And I'm going to show you some details of what the snowball method is. So if you had never heard of it, I'm going to tell you how it became. The snowball method came out um, by Dan Ramsey. Dave Ramsey. He started the snowball method. And what goes on with that is that you track all your expense, and you also write down all your incomes that come inside your home. So once you write down all the incomes that comes inside your home, then you write down all your expense. Far as your expense, I wouldn't say mortgage or rent should be included in the snowball method. They recommend that you don't do so, especially Anthony or Neil. If you never heard of him, check his YouTube video out. He talks about the snowball method too. So what it is, you write down all your expense. Then once you write down all your expense, like your utilities, your credit cards, things like that, you write all those down. So what you do is you go to the lowest bill um, that you pay. Like if it's your credit card, and you can check, see which one is to have the lowest balance. So you pay that. But that's not what I really wanted to talk to you all about. What I want to discuss the envelope stuffing. And that's what I was doing back in 2020. That's how I ended up buying my house. I took all my money that I had saved up in different variety envelopes, and took it and put it in my home for me and Nicole. That's how I bought this home in 2021. So I decided to, since I'm working now and I started work in November, I decided after Christmas that I was going to start back doing the envelope stuffing. So, which I have, and I've been doing it weekly. I'm not going to show you how much money I've been saving up for each envelopes, because that's nobody's business. But what I did wanted to tell you is that um, if you're struggling with trying to keep up with daily expense, uh, anything, whatever could be going on in your life. This is a good method for you. This is a good method for you to go through, and it'll help you with your daily expense. So I'm going to show you some examples that I did. These are the things that I have that I am going through with the envelope stuffing. What you see here that's laying on my bed are all the different envelopes that I have created for myself. I take each envelope and fill them up each week with different amount of money that I want to save up. Like you might see here for summer fun activities. The summer fun activities is a one that I'm saving up for to do fun activity alone without Nicole with me. Something that I'm there have been things I've been wanting to do for the summer that's coming up, like the wine tasting. And I would like to go to a wine tasting. And I know some of them cost like $45 to go to, some cost $50. So that would be nice for me to go. So I took this envelope, and each week I decided to save money up for it. So that way, when the summer comes, I don't have to use any of my money that's in the bank, or that money comes in from any of my income that I receive, and use that. You can just take it and just hold that money into your bank account. Another one that I have is debt. This is my debt envelope. You don't have to have any fancy envelopes or anything like these. Now, if you see a envelope like this is something that I had got offline. Someone on their YouTube was selling back 5 years ago. So I do have a emergency fund. I just started my emergency fund. And Anthony O'Neill, he recommends that you try to save up at least about 6 to 12 months of money for your emergency fund. And he also suggested that emergency funds is not for to go out and party, or do you want to look good for your boyfriend or your girlfriend, or you're going on a date. Emergency fund is not to use to be comfortable. It's for to use, like if you have an issue with your house, you can go into your emergency fund, and you don't have to worry about trying to borrow money for someone and get someone else to do it. You just go right into that. Let's say like if your car breaks down. Now I have an envelope for that. If I have issue with my vehicle, I have an auto work envelope. I put money in that every week. Let's say if you need new tires, you can go into that envelope and pull out money for that too. Also, I'm looking to get more furniture for our house, for the basement and for Nicole's room and things like that. So I started this one yesterday. It's the furniture for the whole house. So I haven't put anything in there yet, but I am intending on real soon. So also what I want to say like if you like clothing and there's nothing wrong going shopping, you can start an envelope for clothing. And let's say you decide you want to do family fun. This is a family fun envelope. You can fill money into this too. I can't suggest how much you put in there. Let's say you want to put $100 in any of your envelopes. You can do that. Let's say you want to put 20. That's up to you, how much you want to save. And so that's basically what I do. And that's why I made this video, because I wanted to discuss with you that if you having issues where that you feel like your money is getting short or something like that, and you do not know where your money is going, this is a good way. Cash envelope stuffing is a good way to keep up with your income. That way you will know where your money going. Let's say you decided to have about $500 in your fund or your grocery envelope. I don't have a grocery envelope. Let's say that you decide you want to do that. And once you spend $500, that's it. You don't spend anything else. You don't pull out no credit cards or anything like that. And a cash envelope is a good thing to have while you're paying off your credit cards. So that's what I've been doing. I've been doing Dave Ramsey and Anthony O'Neill method. I've been doing the snowball method, and I've been paying off the lowest balance of my credit card. Once I pay off that first balance of a credit card, you take the money that you was doing with that first credit card, goes to the second credit card. Once that's paid off, you go to the next one, to the next one, until all your debt is paid off. Then once all your debt is paid off, you can take all the money that you have paid off in your debt. Your debt can be a car loan. Your debt can be a student loan. You can use the snowball method for those two things too. Once all those paid off, you can take your money, put it into your emergency fund. You can make a retirement fund. You can also do a 401k one, or let's say you want to decide you want to take a trip. You can do things like that. So that's why I made this video, because I know there's some out here that's living paycheck to paycheck, and they feel like they having issues of saving. And believe me, I know what it was like before I got the job that I have now. And when I was just getting Social Security disability for myself, it was hard. It was hard trying to save. But when you have extra income coming in, you can do those snowball method. You can do the cash envelope method. Trust me, it works. So what I would like for you all to do, ladies and gentlemen, to try it. If you decide you want to try this, give it a shot, and tell me in the comments how did it work, and let's see where it goes. So until then, I look forward talking to you all, and I hope that you enjoy this video. And if so, I hope that you can be able to send this video to someone who is in need, and to learn different method, to see what it takes to live the life they want to live. Until then, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye for now.